Dr. Stone, Chapter 117, Kingdom of Science's Counterattack. What spreads across the bottom of the ocean is hope. He's back. Ryusui acquired. Haha! Good work, Shuka. Being the sole survivor of the ship meant you had a great responsibility on your shoulders, and looks like you have already become a full, capable warrior of the Kingdom of Science. I've got a pretty good idea of what's going on here, and my sailor sense tells me that you're going to steal the petrification weapon the moment that the enemy throws it. Air-to-air warfare. Tell me I'm right. Just like this, right? Kite? Wrong. The drone. What is that little kitty plan? Looks like even the greedy Ryusui goes soft at times. No, this is perfect. Staying faithful to your desires. That is what makes the Kingdom of Science. But in that case, we definitely need a god-level craftsman. We need Kaseki. Okay. Uh-oh. What? They seriously cranked up the security. Abara, and even their strongest warrior, Mozu, is there. Cuckoo. Okay. At this point, they 10 billion% suspect a survivor from the ship to infiltrate. We're not going to be able to get even a millimeter closer. What if we sneak up in the middle of the night? We won't be able to search the C4 unless it's bright out. If we come up for air, they'll see us, which means take off all our clothes. We just gotta do it all at once. Let's go, Soyu. That was a quick decision. And from the very start, these physical types didn't even consider Senku and me part of their labor force. Okay, they're going down. Well, what do you expect? To come back up? That's way too impossible. We're here on a southern island in the sea, which means fun-filled scuba diving. We're going to make an oxygen tank. Huh? Okay. Back in the cave? Taking stuff apart? Why are you so cheerfully plucking apart our lab card? When you were making the motor for it, you were bouncing off the walls with excitement, weren't you? Well, we don't have time to rebuild it from scratch. So we're going to appropriate and reuse as much as we can. We're going to turn the exhaust system from the lab car into a regular old metal pipe. Next, we need some kind of lid. This is way too random, isn't it? You're not actually going to turn that into a tank, are you? Will you even be able to hold the air pressure? Okay, they're soldering it. Yeah, I've tested before. It surprisingly actually works. As long as I join them with the flings and seal up all the gaps with solder. 100. It should be able to withstand 100 atmospheric pressures. Though I'd probably blow after a month. Oh. I don't really understand all this much. Thank you. I guess you did build a rocket engine before. This is an air tank? It looks incredibly crude. Well, unlike the craftsman, Kaseki, I'm an amateur. Its crudeness is its charm. We're gonna need something crude to fill it with air, too. Maybe we can use the engine pistons. And it's still in the air. We'll swipe the regulator. Ah! It keeps getting more and more demolished. Kaseki would be crying his heart out. My darling, beautiful lab car. Don't underestimate Kaseki's skill. Once he revived, he could just make it all again. Yeah, I guess you're right. You two are trying to sound cool and smooth, but the one that's gonna end up busting his butt is Kaseki. Now then, all that's left is to fill up the tank with this pump. Somehow I've got a real bad feeling about this. The old custom of the Kingdom of Science, growing straightforward manpower to pump the air, and wait, what? Huh? But this is easy. It's a light. Even Suka can pump this. No way! You're right. This is a piece of cake. At first, 2 atmospheric pressures is about the level of a bicycle pump. Okay, 2 atmospheric pressures. 10 atmospheric pressures. 50 atmospheric pressures. like add more length. And they're all like high up. Suka, stir up air equals stir up heat. The tank's gonna heat up like crazy at this rate and explode. Pour water in it. Okay. She's in her helmet. How much more? Do we need to pump this? Let's see. Estimate from the volume of the tank. About 5 hours. Times the number of tanks. I knew it! 10 hours later. Boom! Wait. The air pump exploded. We can't go on anymore. No. This is enough. We can manage with 2 tanks. Oh. They got a tank apiece. Auction tanks acquired. Okay, they're diving. Fish in the sea. This is truly incredible. Even though I'm underwater, I can breathe. Okay. Underwater. Under the boat. Okay, they're looking down. Okay. How long will those tanks last them? It depends on how deep they go, but roughly 10 minutes. That's it. After we worked our butts off, pumping for 10 hours? Not to mention, that pump. It's exploded. Uh-oh. These are our first and last auction tanks. It all comes down to these 10 minutes. On the ocean floor, we need to find and retrieve Kaseki. 10 minutes is such a small window of time. If only we at least had some clue to where to start with. Huh? The water surface, over there. Let me through the statues at this speed. In that direction. How are you able to recall all that? You're something else, Soyuz. Actually, now that I think about it, the fact that you remembered anything about this island from when you were a baby, that's not normal at all. So it's like a photographed memory. But that could be what saves us. The information is priceless. Okay? If anyone can find them, I just know Ryusui can. He'll find them all. After all, he probably knows more about the ocean than anyone. This is a gap in the coral reef. A recurrent. Powerful, fierce currents that sweep from a gap in the shallows out into the ocean, open sea. Which means it's likely that all the statue pieces got caught in that current. Ha! You guys! A reliable crew of the science vessel Perseus. There they are! We've all worked hard. Here in this darkness. Where's Kaseki? The one that's broken up, though. In special recognition of your services, I'll be awarding you bonus pay. I promise, you'll all be getting a huge amount of Dragos. Huh? And they put 3 balloons up. 1, found some people. 2, found only Kaseki. 3, found everyone. Okay. They're safe, everyone. Including Kaseki. This is the fate of the battle. 3,700 years ago, and again now. As we stood before the Petrification Ray, we were powerless and watched as all our people were wiped out. Kingdom of Science versus Petrification Kingdom. Haha! Let's go. Now it's our turn. For the Kingdom of Science's counterattack. To begin. Take it all. They found Kaseki. Man, Kaseki's my favorite. Okay. They still gotta get everyone out. How are they gonna do that with only like 10 minutes? Unless they have like more balloons or... I mean, if they're that deep, it's gonna take multiple trips. Unless they have like a hose where like they can breathe from. Oh. Got their air tanks. They went scuba diving. Okay. All they gotta do is revive them. I wonder if they'll find the other 3. They're with that one girl. What's her name? The one who was helping forget names. Yeah. I wonder if they... Because their warriors are looking down. They couldn't have saw them. Okay. So all they gotta do is bring Kaseki them back to, I don't know, revive them. And then they have to think of a plan to like makes them throw it up in the air. And the petrification wouldn't stop the drone. Well, what are your thoughts? What do you think they're gonna do next? I have two groups going to war. Hopefully we find out what the petrification ray is. I know somebody like theorized that it's like nanites. I don't know, maybe. Well, what are your thoughts? If you're new, subscribe and comment. Thank you for watching, and have a good rest of the day. Bye.